Guys, it's the Fujo Fairy here coming at you with another video. I know it's been a while. Finally gonna make a video that's not just a haul video. I'm gonna do a little review. I recently read this manga that I have kind of like mixed feelings on, so I thought it'd be cool to just like sit here and talk about it, and to see you guys' opinion as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. The manga I'm gonna be talking about is Rosen Blood Volume 1. This is by the mangaka okay, you know me and my pronunciations. Kachiro Ishizu. So, just tip the table. Yes. So it is a vampire manga, as you can see from the cover. Very evident. It's a shoujo beat title, so it's a shoujo title as well. And it's very interesting. It reminds me of another series out there. So I just really wanted to sit here and talk about it and see what you guys feel as well about this, because like I said, I have mixed feelings about this one. And I don't know if I'm definitely gonna get the second volume, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue after that one. But yeah, let me just get right into the synopsis of the story that's written on the back, and then we'll kind of talk about it more. Alright, so what lurks behind the gazes of mesmerizing men who eat blood-red crystals? After a horrific carriage accident, Stella Violetta awakens in a gothic mansion to find that her saviors are gorgeous young men. The mansion's residence lets her stay as a maid, but Stella soon realizes that their allure hides a savage thirst. Levi Ruin and the mysterious men who took Stella in have a bare kitchen and a moaning box in the stairhouse. After discovering mansion dweller Gilbert's lifelike sculptures, the new maid faces a sinister reality. Can she survive the bloodlust? Stella must distinguish danger from passion as fear begins to feed on her. Dun dun dun. Okay, so as you hear from the synopsis, it might remind you of a certain series called Diabolical Lovers. This is probably like Diabolical Lovers 2.0, but with a little bit of a better protagonist. I feel like, I mean, anything can be better than that girl. I don't remember her name. But the girl from Diabolical Lovers. It's similar in that it is about a girl who is taken to a home with a bunch of quote-unquote brothers who are all vampires. This one has less brothers, thank God. It only has 4. 4, 1, 2, yeah, about 4, I think. Am I wrong? 3 or 4? Yeah, it has 4. One in the basement who's like kind of weird. And then one who's like your typical flirt. He's just like a flirt. And there's also Shota, of course, and then this guy, which is the main guy, who I feel like is probably the main love interest, and he's like the most down to earth kind of guy. He's very well, not down to earth. That's not the word. I don't know why I said that. That's completely wrong. Ignore what I just said. It's not down to earth. He's the most cold-hearted one, right? The tsundere, the cold-hearted one who's just like, oh, don't talk to me, and we learn like there's like little flashbacks and that she reminds him of a certain somebody who we don't know who this woman is. Actually, we do know who this woman is. I'm not gonna ruin it, but I completely forgot what was she. That's how like almost like generic some of these tropes a little bit are, which is why I was like a little bit disappointed with this specific series. I thought it was gonna be better. I didn't realize, like, when I was going to this, I don't know if I said this already, I thought this was actually gonna be a BL series, but it's not. It's just a regular shoujo series. And then I saw like it seemed very interesting, so I was like, I wonder if this is just, it's also rated older teen, so I was like, okay, maybe it's similar to like Yakuza Lover, where it has like some spicy scenes. But it actually kind of did have some spicy scenes, I'm not gonna lie. And it's not as bad, again, not as bad as Diabolical Lovers, even though there's a lot of similarities. Nobody calls her Bitch Chan, and nobody just sucks her blood, and it's just, it's interesting in that I feel like it just happens, a lot of shit just happens so fast. Like, it doesn't, the pacing of the story makes no sense. I will say though, looking through this, the art is gorgeous, I have to say. They're all beautiful. Beautiful. Look at them. I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous. She has, again, a little bit more personality than that girl, than Bitch Chan from Diabolical Lovers. But it's not much different, and it's not much better. And so that's why I was a little disappointed when I first started reading it, right? In the beginning part, it was very generic. The pacing was weird. It was a little bit too fast for my liking. A lot of things were happening at once, and I was like, I'm still a little confused as to what is this girl, like, who is she, like, why is she even, like, they barely give her a backstory. Her personality is little to none. She's a little bit, she definitely talks back. I think in one scene that made me laugh, which honestly made no sense. It made no sense. And she, you know, she's supposed to be their maid, and she's cleaning up, and this guy's sitting down in one spot, and she's like, can you move your skinny ass up so that I can clean? And I was like, why is this line even in this? It makes no sense, because she doesn't talk like this often. That's the only time she ever mentions something like that. So I just thought it was just a weird, it was just weird, and some of the stuff makes no sense. Let me see if I can find it. That's weird scene. I don't know. It was just weird and not making any sense to me. And I started laughing out loud, and I was like, I wish, I really liked that part. Like, I like that she said that, because I was like, damn, maybe she's a little different. And then I kept reading it, never, something like that never happened again. She was not as, like, spicy as that. And I thought it was just funny, and I was like, damn, I wish they had more, I wish she had a little bit more personality. I wish all the characters had a little bit more personality. Right? The Shota is just the Shota. The guy who's like super flirty is just the guy who's super flirty. The weird monster guy, he only showed up, I think, 1 or 2 parts. And he was weird both parts. And then this guy is just like the tsundere. Honestly, he definitely is pretty, he softens up as the story goes, but I feel like it happens just like, again, pacing issue. It happens way too fucking fast. Like, what is going, like, 1 second he's just like, oh, don't talk to me, and then he's like, oh, I love you, kiss me. And one more, I'm telling you the truth, guys. I'm telling you the truth. It's very, very interesting. And so, because of this aspect, I decided that I do want to get the second volume. I want to see what's going to happen, because this kind of ends on a weird note too. And again, I'm not trying to spoil anything, although I feel like I sprinkle in some spoilers in here, but it's just like, it's just a weird story, and I think the pacing makes it make not much sense. And then when I was done reading it, I was like, I don't know anything about these characters at all. Like, I feel like I don't know anything about them. So, I mean, all I know is just like a vampire series. And so I honestly I still want to keep reading it, because that one line about can you move your skinny ass up so I can clean, just like sticks in my head, because it's so funny and so out of nowhere. And I'm just like, I wonder if like this is going, I don't know. I wonder if it's going to happen again. I don't know. You know, certain parts just pique my interest, like I said, so I'm going to continue this series. I want to make an update after I read the second volume, because the series is wild. It's too much for me, and it's so funny. I do wish there was more smut in the series. There's only hardcore making out, that was it, and hugging. That's really it. And so I just wanted to see if it gets more smutty. Since it is rated older teen, I feel like series like that definitely would have something like that in it. I don't know, we'll see. I just have to keep reading it. But yeah, you know, she finds out that they're vampires very early on. They have this whole fight and stuff, and it ends up in the end, and it's just like an interesting, it's just interesting. I really want to know what happens next. I think that's what makes me want to continue reading this, because it's just really interesting. I definitely give this like a 5 out of 10. It's pretty average. 5.5. I give that 0.5 for that one line. But yeah, definitely, I don't know if you should check it out. If I were you, if you could like read a couple chapters, like go to the library if they have in the library, or go go to like Barnes and Noble, because you know you can read these at Barnes and Noble. So go to Barnes and Noble, read a couple chapters, and be like, do I still want to continue reading this? Because like this is definitely not for everyone. That's for sure. It's such a weird and interesting read, but it's definitely not for everyone. Like I said multiple times, the pacing is weird. The character development doesn't make any sense. It's just like a weird story. I was a little disappointed. One of the highlights of the series is just really the artwork. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I just really wanted to talk about that series because it's been a while since I read something where I was just so like flabbergasted of like what this series even is. You know, I don't even know where the series is going. It ended and I was like, what does this even mean? You know, I was like, what's going to happen next? So at the very least, this story definitely got me intrigued and wanting to continue reading it and finding out more. I mean, I kind of felt that way about Diabolical Lovers. Even though I talk shit about Diabolical Lovers, I love that series. I really did love that series. Like when I was first getting into manga, I mean anime, and I was watching a lot of reverse harems. Like I'd watch that one, what's the other one? Brothers Complex, and the other few that they have. They don't have many out there, but we do have some pretty interesting, I'm not gonna say good, pretty interesting reverse harems, and Diabolical Lovers is one of them, and I just loved it. And the guy he calls the other girl, the guy who calls her a bitch-chan, was my favorite. Actually, I don't remember his name, but he was actually my favorite because I just loved him so much with his weird ass fedora. But yeah, I don't know if I should, like, I'm not gonna say check it out, but if you're interested again, maybe read a couple chapters, see if you like it. If you do, definitely pick it up. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna get the second volume. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna make an update video on this to see and let you guys know if I'm gonna continue reading this series. Usually my judgment isn't wrong when I pick a volume, like when I pick a new series, and my judgment was definitely wrong for this one. But I'm definitely interested in seeing how it goes. So alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I have like a couple weeks off, so I might make another one or two more little like manga review videos since I have a little tiny break before going back to school and going back to my internship and stuff. Hope you're all having a beautiful day. I miss you, and I think you're beautiful, so have a great day. Bye.